Hey everyone, welcome back once again. Today's story is about a man who risked his life to tell the world the truth. This is the unbelievable true story of J. Bahadur, a young writer whose dream was to become a world-famous journalist. But destiny had a different plan for him. Our story begins with J. Bahadur, a struggling magazine writer. Jay dreamed of working for a top newspaper, but without a journalism degree it was nearly impossible. He often wrote about topics no one cared about, and every time he submitted his work, it was rejected. One day, he even received letters from publishers, not to appreciate him, but to tell him his work wasn't good enough. Frustrated, Jay couldn't understand why the world printed every other headline, but ignored his voice. One cold morning, while clearing snow outside his house, Jay slipped and hurt his neck. At the hospital, he met an old man, Seymour Tolban, a famous journalist Jay had always admired. They started talking, and Jay told him about his dream of becoming a real reporter. Seymour laughed and said, "You don't need a degree to be a journalist. You need courage. Go to places others are too afraid to visit." Those words changed Jay's life forever, and that's when he made a wild decision. He would go to Somalia. His friend warned him. "Somalia is full of pirates. They kill reporters without thinking twice." But Jay believed things might not be as bad as the news portrayed. He thought, maybe the people there deserved to have their real stories told. A few days later, Jay received a call from a Somali press officer, and to his surprise, it was the president's son. He supported Jay's idea of writing a book about Somalia and invited him over. Jay couldn't believe it. The president's son himself was calling him. But before leaving, Seymour advised him to learn the Somali language, something that would later save his life. Convincing his parents wasn't easy, but eventually they let him go. And soon, J. Bahadur, a simple writer with no degree, landed in Somalia, one of the most dangerous places in the world. The moment he arrived, reality hit hard. He witnessed poverty, chaos, and fear everywhere. At the airport, he met his translator, Abdi, who warned him, "Never use a thumbs up here. It's considered an insult." Jay laughed nervously, realizing he was stepping into a world far different from his own. As they drove through dusty roads, Jay saw armed soldiers, drug dealers, and people surviving in impossible conditions. He met the president's daughter, who ran a small newsroom and hated the pirates for ruining her country's image. She told Jay about the pirate leader, Boya, a man seen by locals as a Robin Hood figure who stole from the rich and helped the poor. Jay's next mission was clear: interview Boya. When he finally met Boya, the man didn't see himself as a criminal. "We're not pirates," Boya said. "We're protectors of the sea." Jay realized these men weren't simple villains. They were victims of a broken system. During his months in Somalia, Jay witnessed life as no foreigner ever had. Children growing up idolizing pirates instead of teachers, families destroyed by poverty, and a nation forgotten by the world. But when Jay sent his book draft to publishers, no one was interested. They said, "We want blood, guns, and violence, not the stories of ordinary people." Heartbroken, Jay felt like all his work was for nothing. Abdi, his translator, tried to comfort him. "You're the first foreigner who came here and wrote about our people," he said. "For us, that's enough." But Jay couldn't stop. He needed something big, something that would make the world listen. He arranged dangerous interviews with more pirate leaders, risking his life each time. One mistake, one wrong question, and he could be killed. Still, Jay kept writing. He didn't want Somalia to be remembered only for violence. He wanted the world to see its human side. Then something terrible happened. Somali pirates hijacked an American ship, the Maersk Alabama, led by Captain Richard Phillips. The story made global headlines. The Somali president's son warned Jay, "If any foreigner is found here now, they'll be killed." Jay had to escape, fast. Before leaving, he met Miriam, a pirate's wife, who told him, "People don't hate America. They just want to be seen, to have an identity. Write about us. Not what the world wants to hear, but what we really are." Jay left Somalia with tears in his eyes and hope in his heart. When he finally reached home, something incredible happened. His inbox exploded with hundreds of messages from news channels and publishers. They all wanted his story. His interviews with real pirates were priceless, and his book, The Pirates of Somalia, became an international bestseller. J. Bahadur, the young man who once got rejected by every magazine, was now being interviewed by the CIA to share what he knew about Somalia. He told them, "Somali people don't want to fight America. They just want to be recognized. Their country shouldn't be remembered for its pirates, but for its people." And in 2013, for the first time in 20 years, America reestablished diplomatic relations with Somalia. Bahadur was only 24 when he changed how the world saw an entire nation, and his bravery became a symbol of what real journalism is. Not about chasing headlines, but uncovering humanity. So, what do you think? Would you risk your life for the truth? Tell me in the comments which movie or real-life story you want to hear next. And don't forget to subscribe, because the next story might just blow your mind.